Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Now today's video is the first in a series that I'm going to be doing where I go behind the feed of creatives within this industry. So I'm going to be speaking to photographers, to videographers, models, stylists, makeup artists, and basically every aspect of what's involved in this industry. And I thought what better way to start it than with myself. So I'm going to be answering the questions that I'm going to be asking, and we'll start off with who I am and what I do. So, as I'm sure that you've guessed by the name of my channel, my name's Andrew Mclean and I am a photographer based out of Sheffield in the UK. So I do mainly portrait photography, commercial photography, and I also do wedding photography as well. So as I've answered in previous videos, I've been doing the main type of photography that I'm doing now, which is the commercial and the portrait photography. I've been doing for pretty much exactly a year. It was the end of April 2018 when I started. However, I've been photographing weddings for probably about 4 or 5 years now, so I've got much more experience with wedding photography. But yeah, the main photography that I do and the main photography that you'll see on my Instagram, I've been doing for pretty much exactly a year. So the best thing about my job is the fact that I love it. So I'm really fortunate in that for my job I get to do something that I love. I get to travel all around the country, all around the world, meeting like-minded people, people that love what they do, and getting creative and creating content with them. And that's without a doubt the best thing about my job. The worst thing about my job, there's probably two things really. One is the fact that because you're self-employed, there are risks involved with that. So there's no sick pay, there's no guarantee of always getting as much work as you'd like. But the other sort of negative aspect of this job is the effect that it has on your social life or your family life, your home life. So as you can see, I'm in a different setting to normal, where I normally film my videos. That's because I'm currently actually away on a mini break at a fantastic Airbnb with Hannah and Marley, who's running around somewhere. And even though I'm away on a trip, because of how hectic my schedule is at the moment, I'm using the time while Hannah's in bed to film this video and also to do editing, catch up on admin, and it really does have an impact on home life, but I try and minimise that wherever possible. My proudest achievement, there's been a few to be fair. The first one was when I did my first wedding, so when I photographed my first wedding on my own as the lead photographer. That was a really proud moment. I was really proud to be asked, really happy with the images that I got. I'm really proud when I saw the couple look at the images for the first time and saw the reaction that I got from those. But also, one of my proudest achievements is the progress that I've made in the last 12 months with the commercial and portrait aspect of my photography and the new direction that my photography's gone in, and being able to drop from full-time to part-time in my other job, with the view to getting rid of that entirely over probably the next 6 months. So that's something that I'm really proud of as well. What do I wish I'd known when starting out? I would say probably knowing my worth and knowing not to do as much work for free as I did. Definitely that's a key thing. But also knowing that everything is an opportunity, and making sure to network, making sure to ask questions, making sure to introduce yourself to people, because you never know who you're introducing yourself to and where that might lead. All it can take is one phone call or one email and everything can change for you. So yeah, I think knowing that right at the beginning, that possibly might have made things go maybe faster, but it may have gone in a different direction. So no regrets, but yeah, maybe knowing that from starting off. Where do I want to be in 12 months? First and foremost, to be full-time as a freelance photographer. As I've mentioned before in videos, I have got a part-time job. that's completely away from photography and nothing to do with photography, and hopefully I'll be able to give that up completely. And I'd like to have got my first publication. I'd like to be working more with film, as it's something that I've done personally, but not in terms of with any client work. And just to have progressed as a photographer, so to have developed my skills with photography, to have developed my skills with videography for both this YouTube channel and also for client work as well, and just be as happy with a camera in my hand as I am now. So if you've watched any of my videos before, you'll know exactly where you can find me online. Obviously there's this YouTube channel, but in the description of every video I also post all the links to my social media. So my Instagram, my Facebook and my website are all linked below, so go have a look on those. Let me know what you think. DMs by Instagram, messages through Facebook. There's also a contact form on my website, so contact me through any of those if you've got any questions, or just to let me know what you think. So there you have it. They're my answers to some of the questions that I'm going to be asking in this series. Obviously, when I'm asking them to another person, hopefully things will be sort of a bit more in depth, a bit more detailed, a bit more conversational, and we'll use those questions as kind of a bit of a framework, and hopefully it'll be a bit more organic rather than just me talking straight to the camera. But I just thought it was important that before we go into this series, you find out my answers to the questions that I'm going to be answering, and hopefully you found out a little bit more about me as well. And as always, let me know if you've enjoyed this video. Pop in the comments who you'd like to see me interview for this series, as I'll definitely be looking at the comments to see who you'd like to see me interview. And subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.